Redacted podcast. Here you go. 2.12 million subscribers. Look at that. 12 days ago, they made this video here. Vegan activists sink to new low attacking farms. Redacted news. Vegan activists trolled a goat farm that had high reviews online. Why? Because they were an animal farm. The owner invited them to come see how humane her farm was. But when she showed up at the appointed time, none of them showed up. How shocking.
Well, vegans trolled the reviews of a goat farmer in the UK just because they were an animal farm. They did not have any basis, like this place abuses animals. This place has been known to, have these practices. It was just because...
Ooh, hold up a minute. They did not have any reason to do this, right? This place abuses animals, or there are certain practices they didn't like, right? Just remember that statement that she said there.
Because they were animal farm and they had good reviews before. They were invited by the owner to visit the farm to learn about the way they cared for goats, but guess how many of them showed up to that invitation?
20. Zero.
They did not go.
This is one part of this video I think I'll agree with them on. The vegans who were invited to go and then didn't go, I think that was a massive mistake. You've missed an opportunity to go down there and explain to them the problem that you have with their farm and get it all on video and actually have some kind of debate or discussion with them at their farm.
This is the gourmet goat farmer. This was their Halloween promotion last year. They're super cute. This is a livestock farm of goats only. They sell goat milk, goat cheese, goat soap, and wool products like goat socks.
Now, at this point, guys, I was thinking to myself, right, so the reason they think they're doing nothing wrong at this farm is because they are not killing the goats. All we do is milk them and take their wool. We don't hurt them or anything, right? And I thought, well, okay, maybe this farm just needs to have a sit-down discussion as to why that's still not okay. As it turns out, though, guys, I did a bit of research, and unless there's another farm by this exact name in the UK, they serve goat meat. They sell the meat of these goats. They kill these goats. These goats in this photo right here, they grab them, get someone to shoot them in the head, and then get a knife and pull it across these goats' throats so they can chop them into pieces and sell them to people visiting the farm who do stuff like this and sit with the goats and play, and then they'll go and buy some meat and leave. Can you see earlier on how that kind of came around where she said they don't abuse the goats? I don't know why the vegans, there was no abuse and there was no practices that they didn't like. I think that counts as abuse. Do you not? Caring for an animal, loving an animal, making them trust you, and then killing them by stabbing them and shooting them in the head and stabbing them in the neck. Is that not abuse? Those practices, I'm pretty sure the vegans have a problem, those vegans have a problem with those specific practices, as do I, as does every vegan on the planet. And they're showing this image of these happy, friendly goats because they want to try to convince the viewer, oh, look at this, look how nice this is. Show them these goats in the slaughterhouse, terrified after they've just been betrayed by these people who pretended to love them.
The gourmet goat farm has hundreds of reviews on Facebook that are positive, and Google and other travel news sites, because they invite people to come and feed baby goats with a baby bottle and pet them and take care of them and then shop in their store. Like this lady who went recently, she said, yeah, look, I had a great time feeding these baby goats. Look how happy she is, right?
Well, yeah, she went and fed a baby goat with a bottle of milk, and at some point in that baby goat's life, that baby goat's mum or dad will be shot in the head and have their throat slit to be cut up into pieces and sold to people at the very shop where the baby still lives. The baby's having a great time now, and this girl's having a great time too. Let's fast forward to when the baby goes to the slaughterhouse. Why don't we take this girl to the slaughterhouse where she can see the goats that used to be babies and what's happening to them now? And let's see if she's still smiling.
Well, this is pissing off vegans. A vegan Facebook group called the Vegan Wiltshire got incensed that the farm was receiving good reviews, and they rallied one another not to protest it or check it out for themselves, no, but just spam them with bad reviews because they exist.
Yeah, they spammed them with bad reviews because they got this veneer of beautiful, loving, cute goat thing going on. From the photos that you've shown here, it looks like a sanctuary. They've got this sanctuary loving vibe going on with all these beautiful reviews, and they're getting money from this. And the vegans are saying, wait a minute, hell no. People need to realize this is not some sanctuary. They're killing these goats. They're exploiting their bodies and then killing them for nothing but money. It's all just to make profit off the back of these animals. So they went in there and review bombed them. And as long as the reviews are saying, this place kills goats or this is exploiting animals and explaining why it's bad, then it's a good way of drawing attention to the problem rather than letting them get away with thousands of positive reviews. The full picture should be online.
Here's what they said to each other. Can we have some negative reviews on this place, please? There's no way an animal farm should be able to enjoy a 5-star rating. They decided to post reviews saying they were vile or a nasty bunch of animal reviews reviewers. They said good people like this don't have animals. And so the woman...
Where's the line?
Good people like this don't have animals?
What was the quote? I'm missing it from that. It said good people don't abuse animals or farm animals or something like that.
Is that an offensive quote? Good people don't abuse farm animals? That's a good statement, isn't it? Obviously, these people don't think these animals are being abused. Of course they don't, because they're just seeing all the cute pictures and the cute photos. But these people, these three people here, they're all about exposing the lies, exposing the truth, and getting past the mainstream narratives. Here, they're falling for a mainstream narrative. They're falling for this farm's veneer of nonsense and all this beautiful, loving, idyllic stuff. They've completely fallen for it, head over heels. Why not do like that extra bit of research and see why the vegans are genuinely bothered?
Well, and on their own page, they've got 2 fox on the top. Are they protesting fox for eating chickens?
I don't...
Jesus Christ. They've got foxes on the banner of their Facebook group. The vegan group has foxes on the banner. That kind of silly argument of, but other animals kill though, is something you expect from your average street troll. It's something you expect from people who have never thought about anything critically in their entire lives. You're not a fox. You're not a lion. You're not a crocodile. You have reason. You can believe in things and you can look into what you think is morally right or wrong. Foxes don't do that. So why would you base your behavior on a fox or any other animal? Why would you look at them and say, I should do that because they do that? I have the right to do that because they do that. It makes no bloody sense. Animals do some really messed up stuff to each other, stuff that we won't do to each other or to other animals because we have morals, right?
They're coming after foxes next.
I'm not sure.
The way things naturally occur in nature.
Yeah.
They're going to go after all the fish in the ocean, too, for eating smaller fish.
The other guy, the other host as well, and he said the same nonsense. Bloody hell, man.
Because I'm not a vegan. It is not my life philosophy. It's not my nutritional philosophy. And I don't want to be a dick and join a group just to like call them out. It just felt like that wasn't ethical journalism.
That's okay. If you want to do some ethical journalism, have me on your channel. I'd love to come on and have a chat with you guys. Invite me on. We'll do this. We can have a chat about it. I'll answer all your questions. And I'll ask you guys some questions too.
I think somebody needs to educate them and help them realize that humans are animals. You know what I mean? Like,
right. You should treat humans like you want animals to be treated or better.
Exactly, huh? Right. You should treat humans like you want animals to be treated or better. Why don't we flip that on its head? You should treat animals as you would want to be treated or better. Now, that doesn't mean you give animals the right to get a driving license or to go to university or get a job or become a CEO. It means you value your life. You don't want to be imprisoned or have someone shove their arms inside you or have someone tugging at your breasts when you're pregnant or when you've just had a baby or even making you have a baby that you don't want to have. You certainly don't want somebody to take you by the collar and drag you into a slaughterhouse and kill you. Don't do that to them or don't pay people to do that to them. It's pretty simple stuff, isn't it? Get ready, guys. Buckle in. She's going to tell us how we can all help these goats. Here we go.
So here's a way, actually, you can help those goats if you care. This was published in 2021 on the BBC from the gourmet goat farmer. Here's what those goats need if you really do want to help them have a better life.
To give us midwives some peace of mind, we'd love to put some nice woolly jumpers on the kids that arrive to keep them nice and warm during these temperatures.
Okay, so knit them a sweater.
You want vegans to donate knitted jumpers or whatever and clothing to a goat farm to keep the baby goats warm in the winter so that they grow and get fed and fattened up so that these farmers can milk them and then kill them. Is this just them not understanding what vegans are about? Whichever way you spin it, this is a bad look for a channel that prides itself on seeing through propaganda, isn't it? Not fully understanding what vegans are even about and making comments like this, like, here's how vegans can help these goats by helping the farm, by donating to. We want the farm to stop. We want them to stop breeding goats. We want them to stop exploiting goats' bodies. We want them to stop killing them. We want it all to stop. We would absolutely knit sweaters. Any vegan who can knit would absolutely knit sweaters for goats, but only goats that live on sanctuaries, goats who have been rescued from farms like this, goats who will now be able to live out a life where they just get to be a goat with people who only want to look after them. They don't want anything back from them. They just want to give them a good life until their last days. And that's it. They're not going to breed them, not going to use any of their bodies for anything. Sanctuaries, rescue centers. We'll knit all day for those guys. Why would we knit for these guys?
But yeah, I think
goats.
that's a better thing to do than just typing out your ire on a keyboard. Let us know what you think of this.
I absolutely disagree that helping a farm to continue abusing animals is better than leaving bad reviews and publicly criticizing the farm for abusing animals. And I'm happy to come on there and have this discussion. If you want to help with this, by the way, if you want to get this out there, I'm pretty sure this Redacted is on Twitter and maybe Instagram as well. You could tag them in and tell them this has happened and this video's happened. And there'll be some clips and stuff as well. I don't know if they've ever had a vegan on, but let's see. I mean, they seem open here.